Kym Worthy achieved several milestones when she took office in 2004, but as you'll see, she doesn't want those glass ceilings and barriers to exist anymore.
I took the bench in January of 1995 and then returned to the prosecutor's office 9 years after that as the elected prosecutor.
Kym Worthy has been working in the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office for decades, but when she took office in the early 2000s, she became the first African American and the first female to hold the position.
I'm proud to have been the first. We piloted some programs back there that no one was doing, no one was talking about. In fact, we were ostracized.
Some of those lesser talked about accolades would be the first time an on-duty police officer was convicted for the murder of an unarmed black man, Malice Green.
I was on the prosecution team that we convicted on-duty white police officers for beating to death a black man. And juries convicted them of murder. It was the first case in the United States where that had happened, where on-duty police officers were convicted of murder. So we knew back here in Detroit that that could be done in the 1990s.
Back in those days and the years to follow, there was only one other woman of color in a similar position. Now she's the vice president.
Kamala Harris. Both of us were actually appointed or ran within months of each other. So she was in San Francisco and I was here in Detroit.
While Prosecutor Worthy may still be a trailblazer, she's glad to see her path is becoming somewhat the norm.
When you have Fani Willis in Atlanta, and you have Jackie Lacey, who was the first African-American female who was in first African-American period in LA. You have Kim Fox in Chicago.
And she wants her kids to grow up in a world without glass ceilings.
And I'm the first woman, I'm the first African-American to hold this position, but I want them to grow up in a world where it's normal. If this is what they want to do, then they know they can see it. It's everywhere. People of color are doing things everywhere, and it's not unusual. So there's no more firsts.
And if that wasn't enough already, Worthy has even been a professor of criminal law, having lectures at Harvard Law School. Victor Williams, Local 4.